Hey, what is up guys? Welcome to my first league racing video. So as you can see, we are in Singapore today, and as you can see, it's gonna rain in the middle of the race. But this race ended up not being so interesting, so I'm gonna be skipping over this video. Now skipping straight to our best quali lap, which was our second lap as we messed up the third lap. We round off the final corner, get a good exit, open our DRS, hot lap mode. Now aiming the first corner, we need to use all of the track on the right. Braking hard, cutting the inside curb, using every single bit of the track, trying to get a good exit here. And we need to keep left to get the best time possible, but we miss it here. We don't lose too much time. Now braking hard, carrying as much speed as possible. We do miss the apex, but we are 500s up our previous lap. Now aiming for the outside curve on turn 7, we need to cut the inside curve as much as possible. And we brake hard, cut the inside curve, but we do cut it a little too much. We lose the car a little bit, but we're still a little bit up on our time, which is good. Now coming up to turn 9, we want to use as much track as possible without invalidating, and we do it pretty well. We are about 200s up right now. Aiming for the next few corners, we fling it through the left-hander and trying to stay off the curbs for this right-hander. We do touch it a little bit, which sends us wide, but it's okay. We are a 10th out. We get an oversteer movement, which loses us a bit of time, but we get the car stopped and much better than our first run. And now we are about 2/10 up from our previous lap. Now heading into turn 14, we need to miss the inside curve, which we hit the inside curve and it loses us all the time we just gained. But we are still a little bit up. As you can see, we're going through the next corner. We are down on our delta, but we do gain it back on the exit here. Now heading into this section, we need to cut the inside curve and carry as much speed as possible through the next section. And for the last sector, all you have to do is to keep it clean, don't mess it up, fling it through the final corner, and that is a lap. It's not a great lap, but it will do for now.
The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can. And they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, and failing that, within the points.
So as you can see, we are starting from the front row, but we don't have pole position. We are beaten by the championship leader Donny Sedeva in the Ferrari. Now we are aiming to get a good start, but usually we never get good starts, so let's see how it goes. And as usual, we don't get a good start, and we are immediately overtaken by the Red Bull. And the William is also looking down outside, almost hits us. We go off track to avoid the collision. And we get an illegal overtake, but it's instantly disappeared. Now we don't want to lose any more positions, especially to the guy behind, who is McDaddy, who is also our championship rival. We send it down the inside, we defend the position, we hit the wall, but thank God there's no damage. We use a bit of overtake to keep him behind. Now skipping ahead to lap 3, as you can see, Donny has a massive gap and the DRS also has been enabled. Looks like the Red Bull is lacking a little bit of pace, and that's why we are not keeping up with Donny right now. But the Williams is looking for a move on the Red Bull, and Jesse behind is also looking for a move on us. As we try to get a good exit here, we kind of miss the apex and we don't really get a good apex. We on the DRS and we use overtake to defend against McDaddy behind us. And as you can see, the Williams is going for a move on the Red Bull in front, and he sends it around the outside, and he does get the move done on the Red Bull. We try to follow him through by sending it on the inside, but yeah, he doesn't work out. As the Williams of McDaddy behind tries to look up the inside, like leave him a little bit of space, but yeah, the move was never there. As we move on to turn 10, and we turn in and we almost hit the wall, trying to gain as much time as possible, but luckily we don't hit the wall. Now we need to get a move on this Red Bull as well, as it is holding us up. We try to get a good exit here, turn on our DRS, overtake on. Nope, yep, we do turn on our overtake, but we are not fast enough in a straight line. We have a look in the inside, but nothing happens there. Lap 4 now, and we are really close behind the Red Bull. We're trying to get a good exit, and we do get a very good exit, turning on our DRS, but safety car has been deployed. And the rain has started, but it is still way too dry to pit for self-intermediates. Skipping ahead for the safety car restart. As you can see, we don't really get a good start, and Jesse is attacking us, but we do manage to fend him off. But the rain has gotten much worse, and the track is much more slippery now, and we have to box for ourselves in first. There's no way the dry tires can last on this track. Now skipping ahead to the second sector, as you can see we get distracted by the change strategy window, and we lock up going into this turn, and Jesse manages to overtake us, and we are lucky that we didn't hit the wall there, so we lose a position, but overall it's not too bad. And at the end of lap 7, as you can see, everyone is boxing.
And look at them all file into the pits now.
Yeah. So that's the front 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Literally everyone is in the pit lane. Let's go.
Well, that's a bit boring.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before. That's fucking crazy. That's cool. All right.
So I knew that the drivers around me wouldn't have that much confidence, especially as the track is getting wetter and wetter. And so I decided that I should overtake him. This is the perfect opportunity. So we try to get a good exit out of the first few corners, and turn 5 we try to brake late, and as you can see we have so much more confidence than him, carrying so much more speed, and we are right on his gearbox. We actually have to back off. Now this kink, we can't really do anything, and we should have turned to the inside here, but I don't know what I was doing. But we managed to send it around the outside, get the move done, extremely clean, and that's a position. Now we're up into the podium spots. Now it's time to catch up to Donnie ahead of us. Now skipping ahead to lap 13, Donnie does box, and as you can see the rain is extremely heavy, but since we couldn't catch up to him, we wanted to do something different to try to get ahead of him. But as you will see in the next few corners, there is literally no grip on these tires. We have no confidence, and the full wet tires are definitely the tires to go for now. Moving on to the end of lap 14, we still don't box as we are waiting for some kind of safety car or VSC, and we can see Sefrico has retired from the session, which does bring out a safety car, which does grant us our wish, but looks like we already lost too much time to the wet runners. And as you can see, we do get ahead of Donnie, and that is because he actually spun and damaged his front end, which caused him to box again under this safety car. Now moving on to the safety car restart, we get an average restart, but we have a good enough gap behind us, and for now we are just trying to keep up with the Williams ahead of us and see what happens later on in the race. And as you can see, there is still very little grip on the track, and both of us are going sideways through most of the corners.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to use.
Lap 22 now, and now we have to box for self-intermediate tires as the track is getting way too dry. But as you can see, we do get overtaken by the Red Bull as he pit under the safety car for self-intermediate tires, which the gamble paid off for him as he's way ahead of us. Now we are in effective P3 instead of effective P2. And after that, pretty much nothing happens, and we do get P3, which is a good result. Good chunk of points for us compared to the championship leaders. and the races from now onwards do get more interesting, so subscribe if you guys want to see more of it.